What?
Be a dependable name. See if he can be more than that. That's what KingZone would prefer. As here is Cuz.
They saw him on the ward, but he's still gonna go down to the stun here. Has to flash to get away. Rascal under the turret. Oh no!
He been playing his style for the longest time, and now feels like he's a lot more blunt of a weapon than he once was, trying to fit a different role as mid lane.
Okay, Showmaker gonna have to self-ult here as Canyon continuing on. Does have level 6 with his red buff.
Lead over Rascal. Definitely no all-in potential. Pre-1 item for Akali without some help.
So, Pawn running on in, and now Cuz with no flash is gonna be kicked away to safety, and here comes the whole bot lane as KaiSa's getting in there. Onto the Lee Sin. They got the slow here too on a Showmaker who's also gonna go down. And Cuz hanging around the top side, maybe looking for Nuguri, but the Shuriken will not miss. Still gonna get on in there with that stun. Nuguri does have his flash, but in goes Rascal with the first part of that ultimate. Gonna get on top of Nuguri, but there he goes with the flash, waiting until the last moment, and that is gonna bait on in Rascal, who does go down in the end.
Love watching no benefit to this, is that Akali with one item might hit a side lane when she wants to. Some Drift King plays here. Lovely stuff from Pawn. No longer his birthday, that was last week. This week, this was.
Let's see who does end up picking up this Infernal Drake, as it will be the next big objective. Pawn trying to bait them in, is going to charge on to Canyon. And with Jack, honestly, might just be a better choice, because that gold from the plates might not amount to the same amount of gold you're going to get from an Infernal Drake towards the end of the game, and so they pick it up very easily. Looking to potentially get back in. There's the Lissandra, gonna get that ultimate down, but where's the follow-up damage? Big Scion stun onto 3 members. Here's Nuguri from the top side. Wants to take out Deft, and he will. And it might just be 3 deaths here on the side of KingZone as Scion here, Pawn, also gonna go down a double kill to Nuclear.
One gaming. This is just a good roam timing. Watch the minimap. Akali is never getting there, and Victor is. So we watch the play here, Death flashes, but it's already with Lee Sin mid-air, so Lee Sin's gonna at least close some distance. They get the stun on Deft. He never can open up. There's no value out of KaiSa here. Nuguri rolls in, Canyon continues his advance. And 3 deaths, a heavy price for KingZone Dragon X.
And it definitely feels the lanes have swapped down here on the bottom side, actually. After that Missile Mask was taken out, Pawn decides he's going to be the one laning up against Nuguri in the bottom.
Higher Eye of the Watchers from the Rakan here for a little bit more help with no Guardian bot side.
Okay, gonna get that stun down, just trying to keep Nuguri around for the Jax. Not quite gonna get the stun.
Never want to be having CS in that matchup as Nuguri's in trouble.
Yeah, might be looking like he's dead here. The TP is gonna come in, but it will be responded to as Scion is tanking everything up, and he finally goes down. Cuz too underneath that one, but the rest of KingZone trying to get on in and take them all out, and that they will. They're chasing the Lissandra.
The Canyon stayed topside through all of this, the only person on that side of the map, so
picking up that next item, or that kill rather, getting on in. Looks like Cuz was a part of this as well.
And spotted on control ward, I believe, was Canyon after spending some time in the enemy jungle. The TP invested here, let's actually watch this play.
It's KaiSa TP.
It must have been just the Void Seeker. Oh, wow. Well, that's the depth things right there.
It's really good to pick up an extra kill, especially for your KaiSa. And, well, Victor still doesn't have his flash, and it is Nuguri. And so they will just continue going in as Nuguri is on vision. And, well, you can see you later to your life now as the Victor will die once again.
These moments don't always mean something, but they usually mean a minimum of face check. Will it be anymore?
Looking for Showmaker now. There's that burst damage. Has to ult onto Deft here. There's the follow-up from Nuclear and Hoyt. Can they get into the back line? And it does land his Q, but does not take that one-way trip. That would have certainly been to his death. So a little bit of on the edge trading here for both of the teams, but nobody is going to overcommit.
But remember, KingZone is now exhausted out of vision, and Lissandra has TP topside.
Yeah, they get that slowdown onto KVDS with the stun. Showmaker once again here is going to get the multi-man root, and TusiN just disappears before he can really make anything happen. Rascal in the front line trying to break down Canyon. And Victor, by the way, guys, isn't even here as the fight does go the way of Dom1 Gaming, 4v5 essentially. It's going to be really hard now because it's 5v4. At least Canyon is a little bit low.
Canyon's low, too.
Yeah, going to get the knock up here on a Hoyt, and Pawn is a big tanky boy. KVDS in the front line, trying to get away with the stun and make something happen, but just gets ulted down.
Can't do anything here.
KingZone not willing to give up. As in goes Deft and the rest of his team, getting the back of that pit as Rascal gonna get low, not able to be taken out here, and actually TusiN takes it away, probably with his own smite from the unsealed spellbook, but they get the Baron to the side of KingZone, and Deft might even live. Never mind.
Him down, but the Baron's gone, Valdez. That's the big point here. Pawn will die slowly in the backside.
So to stay in this one.
Now watch the replay of this one to understand. The play here is perfect from down. It's a huge mistake from KVDS. Again, what were we talking about? You guys are exhausted out of wards. It's your time to back up. Why are you clearing out a trinket ward right next to the enemy turret at a time where your team can't fight for Baron? If you're pushed away, let's say no one dies and you're just low health bars, you can't even plop in control wards to check the Baron because you don't have any. So it's the exact worst time to walk up. A macro team mistake there. Now watch the replay on the bottom side here. The Baron falls super low. They have the ability for the Rakan to come in late. Let's watch this one. Starts with the Q, dives in, and then right at the end, able to pick it up. It was an under-leveled smite, but Canyon didn't use his smite in the fight, and thus it ends up being all for Rakan as we're fighting again.
Okay, well, this time it is Showmaker all alone. Does he have that Zhonya's? Looks like he does not, as he is going to go down, and everybody's getting caught on the backside as now TusiN able to tarm 3 members down.
Free hitting.
KVDS also in that back line as they're getting their most of it. The Zhonya's from Depth 2 keeps him alive, and now it's Noguri versus the World, and I believe the World should win this one. He does get a couple of kills though, somehow, but Depth still remains alive, as does Rascal. It's a one-team fight for KingZone.
Let's watch this though, with no gap, it's gonna be hard. There it is.
Yeah, trying to get on top of him with that Shuriken, and with the Shroud, that is gonna be the end of it as 1,000 gold.
It can often be very relevant. We're not 45 minutes yet, so, well, it's Depth squad time again.
Showmaker, well, you got a Glacial Path, but did not even get close to getting you out of there, and
on multiple players. Otherwise, Pawn's coming, and he's gonna make you pay for it.
Poke begins, but here comes TusiN. That's a 4-man charm, but no follow-up does come from the side of KingZone, trying to knock down Deft, and they do get the Guardian Angel. Canyon nearly gives his life for it, but it's a good life, as now we are going to have KVDS go down with his CA. Here comes Rascal into the back line, does have that Zhonya's. Can he take out Nuclear? That would be the biggest play, but not quite able to.
Spellbook might be levied, because if Hoyt has Unsealed Spellbook there, it's a different thing. You can actually bait the Baron. Yeah. Because it's Guardian against Rakan, which...
Nuguri in the front line as Kaisa just gonna rip him to shreds. Oh boy. Yeah, that line.
They're gonna lose Elder for this. It's a 4-stack Elder, including an Inferno, and here's Pawn!
He tried to steal it. Sacrifice to Canyon, but they're considering going on in as Canyon not even going to make the play. TusiN thinking about it. They're going for the fight here, straight up against Rascal as the TP is coming in. Can they get on top of anyone? It looks like Pawn is going to be the sacrifice for that Baron, but a worthy sacrifice. Is the question. Looks like yes.
I mean, it's 20 seconds on Pawn. They're seeing what they can get.
Okay, big stun in the back line, but KVDS is just going to disappear, but Deft just chipping away at Hoyt. Now trying to take away Deft's health bar.
The minion wave here is going to...
TusiN looking for it on the left side. He's not going to be quite as fast and immediately get kicked away by Canyon, and now KVDS going to get low, but it looks like Hoyt will be the first casualty. TusiN, will he live? The answer is yes, as no, Canyon trying to get on in there, uses his flash, but is gonna miss. As now KVDS is gonna get in, here comes Deft into the back line. Can they take him out? The cleanse is there as he's chipping away the entire health bars of everybody on the side of Dom1. Is going to push them away as someone have to go home with their tail between their legs. As the chase continues and the snipe comes down from Death.
Celebratory ultimate there from the Scion. KingZone know they've done enough to win this game.
Looks like they've finally done it here, and they're still down some gold. Maybe after these two turrets they can get the lead, but either way, looks like KingZone will take game number 1 here in a wild and wacky one to start off the first series of the night.
If only we could travel back.